What's going on, Believe Nation? Super excited. David Imonitie here, pumped up. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I'm sure 2021 is already started off with an amazing bang. January was an incredible month. And we've started February now, already in the second month of the year. This year is going to go really fast. This is the year of acceleration. I'm really pumped up to be here with you guys. I haven't done a Believe Nation live here in a little bit, but I definitely wanted to come on here. Got some stuff that I wanted to share with you guys about what's happening this year, what can really happen for each and every one of you if you really understand everything that we've been teaching. If you apply it in every area of your life, it could really take you to where it is that you want to go. So I'm really pumped up, really excited. We got some major announcements I'm going to make later on in the training. But listen, right now, before I actually start the training, go ahead and share this live. Let everybody know. BelieveNation.live is where they can actually go to get into this particular live here. And if you're not a citizen of Believe Nation, you want to go to BelieveNation.com right now. Get yourself enrolled. It's completely free. This is where we house all of the trainings that I do, all the interviews that I've done with successful individuals. I'll be doing even more of that in 2021 as well. But listen, I want to jump right into what we're going to talk about today. Believe Nation is a very powerful platform. It's a belief and achievement platform. And our goal here is to impact the lives of 1 billion people and really teach people how to believe, how to take the things that they want, desires, the goals, the dreams that they want, and how they can manifest it, how they can actually create what it is that they want for their lives right now. And we're showing people how to do that regardless of what's going on in their life, regardless of whatever challenges or problems or situations or circumstances. We're showing them how they can actually create the life that they want to have through the power of belief. So today's training, guys, is going to be about the basics of belief creation. All right, that's what it's all about. I want you to write that down, belief creation. Now, before I go into that, we've got to figure out, what are you believing for? You've got to know exactly what it is that you want. See, guys, that's why we talk about the success formula, and it says it starts with desire. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. I can't show you how to actually manifest something if you don't know exactly what it is that you want. So you've got to get clear. You've got to get clarity on what is it that you want for 2021. I've got my goals written down. Do you have your goals written down? Do you have your dreams? Do you have your pictures up? Are you clear? See, there's power in clarity. All right, because once you know exactly what it is that you want, and then you couple that with how to actually create a belief system to go out there and accomplish it, guys, you're going to live there long before you even get there. And that's even more important than actually getting there. Now, let's talk about this, guys. Belief creation. Let's start with the word belief. What does belief really actually mean? Now, I'm going to break this up into 2 words. I'll give you the definition, but let me kind of give you some insight on this. Now, belief, B, all right, that's the first word in belief. And then the last 4 letters spells L-I-E-F. Now, if you look that up, I didn't pull up the definition on it, but if you look it up, it actually means to be glad. It actually means to be happy. So when you are in a state of believing, what you are affirming, ladies and gentlemen, is that you are happy. Let that be the foundation of everything we're going to talk about today. Because when you're frustrated and you're angry and you're upset, well, that lets me know that you're not in the state of belief. Because belief actually means to be in the state of being glad, to actually be in the state of actually being happy. Now, that whole word, word belief, let's look at what it actually means, all right? It says that it's an acceptance that a statement is true, all right? So a belief is a statement that I have to accept as true, or that something exists, all right? Now, next definition, it says trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something, all right? So you've got trust, you've got faith, you've got confidence, right, in someone or something. So that's belief. Now let's talk about creation, all right? Belief creation. How do I go about building this belief creation? Let's look at the word creation. It says bringing into existence of the universe. All right, so the universe, ladies and gentlemen, was brought into existence, all right? And then it says, especially when regarded as an act of God. All right? Now get this, the bringing into of existence of the universe. Now, if you look at that word universe, uni means one, and verse obviously is a set of words. All right? So the bringing into existence of the universe. Now you can look at it, oh, that's the whole world. No, let's break it down, especially when regarded as an act of God. So creation is an act of God. All right? Creation is an act of God. So my belief that I'm going to accept as truth is a statement. That means that it's words. And if I'm going to go out and create it, it's going to be as an act of God, which really means, where does it all start? It starts with the word. If you're going to go out there and say, okay, this is what I want to accomplish. I want to earn $1 million this year. I want to earn $1 million a day this year. You know, I want a great family. I want my body. I want my fitness and my vitality to be amazing. Whatever it is that you're going to want to create, all right? Believe creation. So I've got a statement. What's my statement that I'm accepting as truth? I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. That's the statement that you've got to now start accepting it as truth. And you're going to be able to bring it into creation. You're going to be able to manifest it because it's an act of God. But who is God? God is the Word. Now let me take it one step further. I know a lot of you are like, what are you talking about? I'm going to read something to you, all right? Read something for you, all right? It's in the good book. Here's what it says. He says, by faith, all right? By faith, we understand. All right? See, this is something you got to understand. This is something you've got to really get on the inside of you. I understand this. I understand this without a shadow of a doubt, but I still study it. All right? I'm still learning every single day. It says, by faith. Now, how do we get faith? We get faith by listening to the word, right? So by faith, right? This is powerful, guys. Look at this. We understand that the worlds that have been framed by the word of God. So the worlds. See, you have your own world. I have my own world, right? Each and every one of us, you have your own world, ladies and gentlemen. And what he's saying here is that it has been framed by the word of God. So that what is seen, like what you're seeing right now, this phone in my hand, who I am, this watch, the bracelet, you know, the studio, everything that you see right now was not made from things that appear. That means that the things that you want to create, the life that you want to create, they don't come from things that appear. They come from the Word. That is how everything is created. So if you're going to go out there and create the life that you want to create, that you want to live, it's going to start with, what are you speaking every single day? What are the words that you're speaking every single day? So by faith, I understand every goal that I'm going to accomplish, everything that's going to happen in my life, it's going to start with the Word. You know, the family that you want to have is going to start with the Word. The vitality and the health that you want to have, it's going to start with the Word. All right? The family that you want to have, the finances that you want to have. See, it all starts with you understanding this faith aspect of every single day, speaking it to yourself. It sounds corny, sounds stupid, but this is how everything has come into existence. Nothing that appears, nothing that's actually showed up, it first showed up in the Spirit, and the Word is Spirit. Right? You can't see the words that come out of my mouth right now, right? But you can actually feel it. It's Spirit. And that's why we tell you to write it down, because when you take something that's Spirit and you immediately write it down, you're now putting it in the earth. You're now making it physical. That's why we say write the vision, make it plain. We're saying take that word that you've got up here, that you've got up down in your heart, and put it down on paper. Right? That's why you write that down. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. And everything you put out that I am goes into creation mode. Right? So everything starts with that. If you get that, now here's what you can't do. You can't allow life situations, you can't allow life circumstances to change the word. Because here's what's going to happen. As you're building this belief system, the next phase is going to be the images. Now, I didn't use the word images today. I wanted to use a more powerful word called the imagination. You are only going to imagine what you are speaking. All right? Now, look at this, the definition. The ability of the mind to be creative. all right? And be resourceful. So it's all connected, ladies and gentlemen, right? So your imagination, your ability to what? Have the mind, be creative. So what are you imagining every single day? What are you seeing every single day, right? Every single day, do you have your pictures up, right? Remember, the goal that you have, do you have pictures that actually allow you to actually start believing that you can actually get there, right? So if you have an income goal, what I would recommend is get something physical that you want, that you know, hey, if I get to that income goal, I can purchase this. You know, I did that when I was going for $100,000 a month. I said, I get to $100,000 a month, I can buy that Bentley. So I went and got pictures of Bentleys everywhere. I put it all over my apartment. And guys, within a short period of time, boom, it happened. All right. Now I was working a business. Now this doesn't work for you if you're just at home being lazy. No, you've got to put some work in. All right. You've got to do something every single day. But the creation of it, guys, starts with the word, and it starts with what I'm seeing every single day. Now, here's what's amazing about this. If you really get this, it's going to lead you into the next phase, which is the emotions. All right, so you have words, you have your imagination, and then you have the emotions. Now, look at the definition of this, and this really just hit me. It says a natural instinctive state. A natural instinctive state. What does that tell me? That tells me that you can actually train your emotions. That actually tells me that you can actually decide how you want to feel. Because it says it's a natural instinctive state of the mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others. So, state of the mind. How do I make sure that my emotions are in check? I've got to use my imagination. Because we go back to the definition of imagination. What did it say? It said a natural, right? The definition of imagination is what? The ability of the mind. All right? So your emotions are tied to what you are seeing. Right? It's tied to how it is that you are perceiving the world that's around you right now. Every single day, you've got to use the power of your imagination. Use the ability of your mind to be creative and to be resourceful. What do I mean by that? Your mind is like the GPS. It is the GPS for your life. And every single day, it's working. The mind never stops. That's why I said believing can never stop. You can never take your leg off the accelerator. I don't stop believing. People ask me, David, what's your daily routine? My daily routine is I believe every single day. Every single day I believe. So you've got to ask yourself and say, okay, what do I desire? All right? What is it that you really, really want? All right? What is it that I really, really want? What is it that you want for your life? What do you want in 2021? I want you to write that down. Take the time over the next few days and start writing it out. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have. I'm so happy and grateful now. Write it that way, because what we want to do is we want to set the right emotions. All right? We want to get the emotions of you being happy. We want to have the emotions of you being grateful. We want to have the emotions of love working for you. All right? Because faith comes by hearing, but faith only works through love. All right? So you start with this and you say, what do I desire? Now, here's the key that you have to do every single day. All right, and I've already covered this, but I'm going to show you again. You've got to use your 5 senses. All right, you've got to use your 5 senses. Whatever that desire is, and desire is anything you want. All right, that's what it says, any desire, whatsoever things that you desire, all right, when you pray. Now, watch this, your ability to hear, all right? So you're hearing. What am I hearing? I'm hearing the word. All right? I'm hearing the word. So every single day, I've got to hear. Now, the word doesn't necessarily just have to be the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. It's anything that's giving life. It's anything that's giving light. All right? That's what the word really is, okay? So every single day, I'm speaking, I'm so happy and grateful now. Every single day, I'm hearing that. The mere fact that I'm speaking it, I'm also hearing it. Now, here's what I got to do every single day. I've got to make sure that I'm seeing. So what is that? That means that I'm using my imagination. I've got the right images in front of me all the time. See, if the images in front of you are what CNN is saying, right? Or what Fox News is saying, or what your friends, your family members are saying, I can tell you right now, guys, see, your life is really going to be dictated by what is it that you're hearing. It's going to be dictated by what it is that you're seeing. Right? And I watch people in pain. I watch people go through life because they've heard the wrong things. They've seen the wrong things, and that's all they know. And because now that's all they have heard and that's all they've seen, they now have the natural instinctive state of the mind, which is their emotions, and that emotion is one of anger. That emotion is one of unforgiveness. That emotion is one of frustration, and it's natural for them. They immediately go to that. As soon as a challenge comes up, they run to that emotional state. Because why? Your emotions are derived from your circumstances. They're derived from the mood that you're in. The mood that you're in is determined by what you're hearing. The mood that you're in is determined by what is it that you're seeing. All right? So it's all connected, guys. And it says the relationships of people that are around you. That's where your emotions come from. Right? That's why you've got to operate in love all the time. Now, I know that's difficult. I know it's challenging. People can be interesting at times, right? But guess what? In the area of your family, in the area of your the relationships that you have, that's just the commandment that we have to operate in love, regardless of what takes place, whether it's people you know or people you don't know. All right? So look at this. Your taste every single day, right? Your taste. You've got to utilize your taste. My taste has changed. The taste that I had 15 years ago is completely different today. Why? Because of what I've experienced. So every single day, I want you to get an experience. All right? Now, you say, well, Dave, what do you mean by this? Well, let's say your favorite dessert. How does your favorite dessert make you feel? So your taste has a lot to do with your emotions, right? Your favorite dessert makes you feel a certain way. Your favorite food makes you feel a certain way, right? Your taste. When I walk into a hotel, if it's not the type of hotel I would stay in, guess what? My emotions are a little different. I have a certain taste when it comes to hotels. I have a certain taste when it comes to cars. How did I get that taste? It was through experiencing it. All right, so throughout this week, this weekend, what I want you to do is I want you to go and experience what is it that you desire before you actually get it, before you can actually afford it. Because you're going to say, well, David, I can't buy that car, right? I can't live in that home right now. You know, I can't purchase those clothes. Listen, guys, I used to go in Louis Vuitton and Gucci every single day. I didn't buy anything. They knew who I was. Oh, that's just David. He's just looking around. Every single day. What was happening? I was changing my taste. Right? Same thing with smell. Right? Same thing with smell. Every single day. You know, I tell a story about a little bottle of cologne. Right? Someone gave me a sample of Bond number 9. It changed my taste. I was a $300 bottle of cologne. I couldn't afford it back then, but because I got that sample, right? Because I got that experience, ladies and gentlemen. Now, guess what? I wanted it. This is about changing your standards, ladies and gentlemen. Change your standards of what is it you're hearing every day, right? He says that he will raise up a standard. That standard is the word, right? Then you see yourself, you start imagining yourself where it is that you want to be. Now, I do this regardless of what's going on. So believing never stops. Every single day I face challenges. I'm going to face challenges this month. I'm going to face challenges next year. I'm going to face challenges 5 years from now. As long as we're on this earth, we're going to have trials and tribulations. But it says, be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. The I is the word. That's how you overcome everything. That is how you actually grow through everything. All right? So we got hearing, we got seeing, we got taste, we got smell. Okay? What we got? What's the last one? I always forget this last one. What's the last, yeah, touch. There you go. Thank you, Quinn. Touch, right? You got to touch that thing, right? You got to touch. All right? I had that dollar bill. All right? I had that $100,000, that dollar bill that I changed to $100,000. I would touch when I go in the bathroom, make $100,000. Right? And it happened, and I changed it to $1 million. It happened, I changed it to $5 million. It happened, I changed it to $20 million. It happened, now I've got a $50 million bill sitting there in my bathroom. So every morning, I got to see it. You know, when my maid comes in and she cleans, she always moves my $50 bill. I put it right back where it is. All right, I've got it written on my mirrors. All right, so you take whatever that desire is. So let's just say your desire was $50 million. All right, let's say that's what your desire was. all throughout this year, I'm going to make sure that my 5 senses are geared towards 50 million. And it's all part of the belief creation, because what did I tell you? How do you create something, right? You first create it in the words, you create it in your images, right? And guys, check this out. These 3 things right here, a lot of times, they're the ones that actually create the emotions in your life. Because these are things that you experience. When you go in that car, right? When you go in that car that you think you can't afford, right? And you sit in that car, and you sit in the leather, and you smell that car. You know what's happening? You're touching it, but you're actually experiencing it and emotions, because now you're changing your circumstances. Your circumstances is not the car that you drive. Your circumstances now is the dream car that you're going to be driving. Because see, the mind doesn't know what's real or what's not. It just takes the information that you give it and it says, okay, this is what it is. And then it goes out and finds it. It goes out and finds the opportunities. All right? You talk about the self-confidence formula. Any desire that I persistently hold in my mind, it will go and seek expression. I love that part. It will go and find the right opportunities, the right situations, the right investments are going to come, right? The right opportunities are going to come for me to get to this goal, right? If it could work for 100,000, if it could work for 1 million, if it could work for 5, it could work for 20, it's going to work for 50, it's going to work for 300, it's going to work for 1 billion. I just want you to catch it now. Don't wait till I get to 1 billion and say, oh, you know what? Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should take my 5 senses and start operating, start creating what it is that I want. Now listen, creation, go back to that definition, because a lot of you think creation is like, man, you know, I got to like work really, really hard. Look at this. It says the bringing into existence of the universe, especially when regarded as an act of God. So creation is not about how hard you work. It's not. It's about this, ladies and gentlemen. It's an act of God. It's an act of the Word. That is the creation. Now, are you going to put the work in? Yes, you are. But the work, ladies and gentlemen, if you really pay attention to the definition of work, it says the mental or physical effort. The mental or physical effort that one puts in order to achieve. Guys, there's no amount of work that I could personally do to earn that. There's not enough hours in a day for me to physically work. But guess what? I do the mental work every single day. What's the mental work? The mental work is this. I make sure that my 5 senses are geared towards what my desire is. So even when challenges arise in my life, guess what? I'm automatically believing. I never stopped doing it. I didn't take down my signs. I didn't take down my pictures. I didn't take down my affirmations because challenges come in, right? And then when the challenge is over, you're able to look back and say, wow, look, my belief system still worked. Because this is going to work regardless of what happens. Regardless of what takes place, it is always going to work. Creation is always happening. It's always happening. You just have to decide what it is that you want to create. And everything starts with what you're speaking every single day, what you're seeing every single day, and what you are feeling every single day. All right? So here's the big thing. All right? Let me give you the mechanics here. And the mechanics are found in Mark. All right? Here are the mechanics. We'll start this again. You desire something. All right? Now, a desire, ladies and gentlemen, if you look up that word, it says a strong feeling to have something. Feelings can be created, and feelings are created by what I'm speaking and what I'm seeing, right? Every single day. So that desire has to be something that I see and I speak every single day. In order for it to become a strong desire, he said, I'll give you the desires of your heart. Your eyes are a gate into your heart. Your ears are a gate into your heart. Those two are so powerful. That's really in your control. You are in control of those first 2 right there. You're in control of all 5 of your senses, but those first 2 really set the stage. All right? So this is what I desire. And then he said, what I've got to do is I've got to pray. Now, prayer is just communication between you and the source. That's what prayer is. So check this out. What I love about this and I talked about this at the last I Believe experience, is that you can get people free. You can really get people free, because a lot of times we think that our success and the life that we want to create is dependent on what someone else does or doesn't do. Oh, my parents didn't do this, so that's why I'm like this. Oh, my spouse didn't do this, and that's why I'm like this. Oh, the economy's bad, and that's why my finances are bad. Oh, I've been overweight all my life, so guess what? I'm just going to be overweight. All right? No, you are in control of this. This whole process of creation, this whole process of believing is all up to you. All right? So I now pray, which means what? I'm using words. The prayer, right, the communication that I have is I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. All right? I pray for wisdom. I pray for wisdom every day. All right? And I pray gratitude every single day. All right? I'm so happy and grateful now. That's my gratitude prayer. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. Right? So it starts there, and then it goes into believe. Now, believing, right? You only believe what you see. Please get that. Because belief and faith, a lot of times people think it's the same thing. No, it's not. Believe is a very natural thing to do. Believing has to do with what you are seeing. You only believe what you see. So if all you see is your current situation, if all you see is what's going on in your life right now, if all you see is the current rank that you're at in your company, if all you see is the amount of money that you have in your bank account right now, right, then you believe that. That's what you believe. So what I did, I said, okay, I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that I'm wealthy. So I went and created signs and put pictures up that I could see, right? Put it in my car, put it in my bathroom, put it in my living room, put it in my bedroom. So everywhere I turned, I had no choice but to believe. Because I'm seeing it, whether I'm seeing it consciously or I'm seeing it subconsciously, my eyes are still working for me. You've heard me talk about this before. You look at eyes, Y-E-Y-E-S, right? So what is that? The last three letters spell yes. Everything your eye sees, automatic yes. Right? So it's a gateway into your heart, ladies and gentlemen. Right? You look at the word heart, right? Words, you're hearing, right? You look at the word heart, the last letter, if you add that after here is T, that's your heart. So the gateway into your heart, the most powerful gateway, is really what you're hearing. You have to guard your ears right now. You have to guard your ears every single day. You cannot afford, right? I was too broke to afford to listen to rubbish and crap every single day. No, I was only going to listen to Magic of Believing. I was only going to listen to The Science of Getting Rich. I was only going to listen to The Stranger's Secret. I was only going to listen to The Secret every single day. I reprogrammed my mind for success. I directed my mind where it is that I wanted to go versus where it had been. And you have the power to do that, right? So it says, whatever things that you desire, when you pray, believe. So I got my words, I'm seeing it, right? Now, I may not believe it today, but if I see it long enough, guess what? I'll start to believe it. Because all you want to do, let me tell you guys what you want to do. You want to take that goal and you want to just shrink it down. That's all it is. And when you see something, like at one point, when I first wrote the goal down, I'll be transparent with you, when I first wrote the goal down, 50 million, I was like, man, 50 million, that's like $1 million a week. It's crazy. It's a lot. And I said, okay, believing works. Let's see if believing really does work, right? So the same process that I took with $100,000, same process I take with 50 million. That's what I love about this, guys. It works. It works with 100,000. It'll work with 1,000. It'll work with 1 billion. It doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter. And I'm showing you. I'm going through this process with you. This is not something I read out of a book and then I'm giving it. No. This is something I live every single day. And at the end of this year, I'll come back and I'll tell you, yeah, we made 50 million. You'll be like, how? I'm telling you how. It's in the Word. All right? So whatever things that I desire, I pray. So I got my words. I'm so happy and grateful now. It's getting into my heart. I believe because I'm seeing it every single day. My eyes are seeing it every day. Subconsciously, consciously, seeing it every single day. So it's a yes, 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 yes. Regardless of what's going on and all that other stuff. No, the world that I'm creating, The world that I'm creating says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. It says, hey, I am earning $50 million. It says that right there. Okay? Powerful stuff. And then it says, pray, and then it says, believe that you receive. All right? Receiving. This is the hard part for people. This is the challenging part for people. All right? Because they don't want to receive. Now watch this. Let me help you. I'm going to come back to this. This is going to liberate you right here. It's going to change everything for you if you get this. All right? So you're here. This is where you are right here. And your goal is there. Okay? And let's just say your goal is 50 million. Let me use my goal. All right? 50 million. All right? Let's say your goal is, you have a fitness goal. All right? You want a six-pack. All right? Let's say your goal is, all right, you want your family restored, or you want to grow a family, right? Let's say you want to get closer to God, whatever it is. So you want your faith, all right? You want your faith to increase. All right? So you got your finance. These are the four legs, right? These are the four legs you want to have. Your faith has to be at top, right? Family, you're operating in love, right? Don't mean y'all going to get along all the time. Doesn't mean that you're going to like each other all the time. But you still got to operate in love, right? Then you got your fitness, that's your health, right? And then you got your finance. Then you got your financial goal. And all this is there. But you're here. Now it says, whatever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive it. So receiving, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Because see, everything is energy. Everything that you want in life is energy. 50 million has an energy. Six-pack has an energy. All right, the family you want to create, the spouse that you want, all right, they're energy. All right, God is energy. All right, so how do I go from here to there? What's the distance? Now, some people think the distance is here. Some people think you go from here to there, right? Because that's really time. But you know what I found out? That's the time, but that's not the direction you have to go. As a matter of fact, that is not the direction you can go. This is just time. That's just the difference between here and there. That's it. Right? If you look at the word there, if I take away the T, guess what? You're here. So, a lot of times you get so frustrated that you're not where it is that you want to be. And then when you get there, you'll realize, oh, I'm here. There's another there. Okay? Because this 50 million is there right now, right? But when I get there by the end of this year, I'll be what? Here. Then it'll be 300 million. Say amen. All right? So here's the direction. You ready? The direction is you have to go here. You have to go straight up here. And your vibration, the law of vibration, okay, is what allows you to attract this. So the law of vibration is more powerful than the law of attraction. Let me say it's the gateway to the law of attraction. So the things that you want to attract, all the things that are there, you've got to now vibrate at this level here. So now it's at the same playing field. It's level I to me. 50 million is level I to me. The family that I desire is level I to me. The fitness that I want, the body that I want is level high to me. My faith in God is level high to me. I'm not there yet, but I'm vibrating at that level. Meaning, I can see it. I can feel it. So I receive. This is you. You're here. Using the law of vibration is you receiving it. What does it mean to receive? I want you to start using these two words. You ready for them? Can anybody guess? Anybody in the studio? Thank you. Thank you. That is the two words you want to start using. That allows you to receive it. So this desire that I have, I'm already saying thank you for it. So, Dave, why are you saying thank you? You don't have it. See, you missed it. Receiving is spiritual. It's not physical. Because if it was physical, it wouldn't say, and ye shall have it. Right? Because it says, whatever things I desire, when I pray, I believe, then I receive, and then I will have it. So in the meantime, all right, in the meantime, while I'm here to there, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be working my way up here through love, through gratitude. Okay? I'm going to work my way up here through forgiveness, because it says, whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive it, and you shall have it. And when you stand praying, as you're speaking and as you're believing and all this stuff, it says that you have to forgive. I know it's tough. I know it's hard, but you have to. Do you know why you have to? Do you know why forgiving is easy for me? Because I want this. I would rather have this than to hold a grudge with you. Like, holding a grudge with you pays me nothing. It doesn't give me the family I want. It doesn't give me the body that I want. It doesn't get me closer to God, right? And it definitely doesn't give me the $50 million. So it's easy to forgive. Very easy. And that could be an affirmation that you have for yourself. You can say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I easily forgive. And guess what? You may not believe it initially, but you keep saying it over and over again. And guess what? Oh, wait. Be careful what you pray for. Because if you pray for that, then a lot of opportunities for you to forgive will now start showing up. People will just start offending you left and right, and you're going to have to forgive them because that's what you pray for. So I don't know if that's an affirmation you want to use, but bottom line, that's what you have to do. You have to now take this road and then boom, here. So it goes here and then here. But guess what? Because I'm going this direction here, because I'm already here, right? I can be patient. All right, I can wait for December 31st, 2021. All right, because I can promise you this, all 4 of these goals that I think about all the time, I guarantee you by the end of this year, all 4 of these goals will be done. And all 4 different areas will be done. Why? Because I'm vibrating at that level right now. Okay, I'm vibrating at that level right now. What does it mean to vibrate at a certain level? It's a feeling. And that feeling is gratitude. That feeling is love. Okay? Simple. Really simple stuff. Not really complicated. This distance, that's just the time. You're not going to go from here to there. You're going to have to go straight up with your vibration and start living there before you actually get there. All right? I said it in my audio years ago. I said it back in 2011. Before I get there, I must go there. I must go there in my mind, all right, before I actually get there physically. All right, so let's do a quick recap so you understand what this is all about. I have the ability to create. Why do I have the ability to create? Because it's an act of God. And I am God. Now, when you say that, what does that really actually mean? Right? It means that I'm created in His image. So it means that I'm like Him. Does that make sense? And you are like Him. So that means that you have the ability to create. It said that the universe was created by God. It says the things that which appear they're not here. They didn't show up based on things that you can see. They were created based on the Word, which is Spirit. I have that same power. You have that same power. You got to accept it. I don't know what else to tell you. But if you have a low self-esteem, it's because you have not made the connection that you and Him are one and the same. That's why He came, to be an example, to show you that you are one and the same. It is what it is. Accept it. It's a great thing. All right? So you're not capital G-O-D. You're little G-O-D, right? I have a son, right? He's taken care of. He's done. He doesn't have to worry about anything. So if that's me and I'm a physical dad, how much more would my father do for me? So I have that. I can create. I know that. Now, how do I go about creating? All right? How do I go about creating? I first have to speak it. All right? If you go back to it, go back to the slides so they can see. It starts, belief creation starts with the word. So the life that I want, it's in the word. The healing that I want, in the word. The success I'm looking for, in the word. All right? I want to change lives. It's in the word. Whatever it is, it's in the word. Then I start to use my imagination. Right? I start to use my imagination and I start seeing. So we've got some major, major things coming up. Listen, my imagination is so powerful right now. I'm seeing this event that's happening in Orlando. Over 3,000 people are going to be there. I'm already seeing the next one. They'll have 10,000 people there. Right? And we had a planning meeting the other day. Listen, guys, off the chain. Off the chain. We had an event special that we did. All right, we had an event special. The event is $1,595. For the VIP experience, it's $1,597, $1,597, okay? We had an event special that was really supposed to end at that event, all right? But what we're going to do is we're going to extend it. It's going to end February 15th. So right now, listen to me. As time goes on, I'm going to be announcing more about the event, okay? I'm going to announce a lot of things about the event, okay? So it is happening July, write this down. What's the dates? July 16th, 17th, and 18th. All right? That is when it's happening. $1,597. We're going to extend that event special $597. This is like early bird. Okay? Early bird pricing. It's ridiculous. It doesn't cover the cost for the event, okay, per person, based on everything we're going to have. I'm not sparing any expense. Like, the budget on this is ridiculous. I'm excited about it. It's just money. I don't care. What I care about is the experience. Okay? So, $597 early bird. BelieveNation.events. Go to BelieveNation.events. Get your tickets. Get your tickets now. Okay? Get your tickets now. Take advantage of that. All right? Because come February 15th, we're actually going to release the early bird pricing. And the early bird pricing for VIP, for the VIP experience, it's going to be $897. Okay? It's going to be $897. And that is, we're telling you up front, it's going to end May 15th. So it's going to start on February 15th once we take the $597 down. And the I Believe Experience VIP is going to be $897. All right? Now, as I do these lives, I will be releasing little by little everything that's going to happen at the event. All right? What's going to come with you being a VIP versus you being a gold. Because gold, right? Gold right now, normally 777. Y'all know how much I love sevens. All right? But gold right now, early bird is going to be $397 for the gold experience. All right? All right, so you have the VIP experience and then you have the gold experience. All right, $397. That is going to be released on February 15th once we take the $597 early bird down. All right? I'm going to be teaching at this event, but we're also going to have some other things, okay? And as time goes on, I will release it. All right? The budget, yeah. Close to 7 figures, guys, but not playing. It's going to be off the chain. If you didn't believe after the last one, you really going to believe after this one, okay? So, early bird right now. Take advantage of it. BelieveNation.events. That is coming down February 15th. So we'll give you guys all the way up to Valentine's Day. Matter of fact, make it a Valentine's Day gift. Buy a ticket for, you know what I mean, the Valentine, wherever they are. Get them a ticket. Y'all be there together in July, all right? It's going to be in Orlando, all right? We've got the venue, and we've, listen, I've seen the renderings of the event. I don't know what to tell you. You don't want to miss this one. This is not the one you want to miss, okay? It's going to be off the chain. So take advantage of that. And guys, listen, when you come, you got to come geared up, okay? You got to come geared up, right? You gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? You can't get this one though. This is specially made for me. Okay, trust. All right. But we've got the Believe Nation gear. We got some new stuff coming out. It's gonna be dropping on Friday. Got the men's hoodie, the joggers. You can't get this one either. All right, but it's gonna be nice. It's coming out this Friday, right? It's coming out this Friday. You can actually there you go. That ombre. Got to get that ombre, guys. Got to get that. That's the official Believe Nation colors. Ombre. Is that the actual name of it? Yeah, that's the name of it. Ombre. So yeah. So join the movement. You got to have your gear when you come to the event. There'll be a specific day where it will be Believe Nation gear. Okay. We'll let you guys know all about that. Listen. I hope that you understood everything that we taught today. I'm going to be teaching it over. This is why I was put on this earth to teach this. I've learned it. I've applied it. It's worked in my life. It's worked in countless amount of people's lives all around the world. Millions of people have utilized this information. Some people know what they're doing with the information. Some people don't know what they're doing with the information. It doesn't matter. It still works. It still works. You have the ability to create with your words. You have the ability to create with your imaginations. It allows you to be resourceful. The right people, the right situations are coming to your life. The reticular activating system is going to work for you if you're imagining where it is that you want to be. And then you have the right emotions, love, gratitude. That's vibrating. I'm vibrating there already. I don't need to be there physically. I'm already there. I'm already there. So my spirit goes ahead of me, creates it. I live there, and then my physical man catches up with it. All right? So there's a lag. There's a lag between the spirit and the physical, ladies and gentlemen. That lag, what you got to do in that lag, L-A-G, is you got to operate in what? Put in the comments, all right? If you see this video, if you can put comments, the lag, you got to operate in love and gratitude. Okay? That's what you got to do. You do that in the lag, and it'll be all good. And then when you get there, people will marvel. Say, man, how did she do it? And you tell them, I'm in Believe Nation. All right? We'll see you guys next time. I'll be going live pretty often this month. I'll be going live again next month. I'm going to have some new people that are going to interview as well. All right? So listen, when we put this out, I want you to put some comments, put it on your social media, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, Snapchat, wherever it is, Twitter, whatever. Let people know, hey, you got this information. You're going to go out there and you're going to create the life that you truly deserve. All right? Appreciate you guys. Love you. I'll see you guys real soon. And don't forget, everything is possible once you believe.
So as you're speaking these words, understand that you're activating that power. See, accepting it and then reconditioning is this process of saying it over and over and over. And then you start to see yourself there. And here's why it's so critical that you see yourself where you want to be. Because when you start to see yourself where you want to be, I promise you, other people will see you exactly how you see yourself.